Manchester United have again lost another game of football, this time to Brentford, 3-1. Where does that leave Manchester United? I don't know. We had two winnable games after we beat Chelsea against Brentford and Sunderland, and personally I would have taken 4 points from them two games. I know it seems negative to think, but Manchester United aren't in a good place of football. The fact that Chelsea had 10 men massively helped Manchester United, in my opinion, last week. It really did. And Manchester United not good enough again today. The lineup, again, not good enough for Manchester United. Why the fuck is Lenny Euro certainly on the substitutes bench? I don't know. That is a massive problem. Bandier should not be starting in goal. He's not good enough for Manchester United. Second goal, parrying the ball, just not good enough for Manchester United. The first 25 minutes or so, 20 minutes, whatever it was, shocking from Manchester United. Really was. So many of these players are just not, and maybe not good enough. The manager's not getting the best out of them. I think it's a bit of both, it really is, but this cannot continue for Manchester United under Ruben Amorim. It really cannot, or Manchester United are going to end up having to pull the plug on this geezer and sack him. I personally think he should have gone a while ago. I do. Obviously, second half, there was the talking point of Bruno getting a penalty, missing the penalty, and a potential sending off. But even if Manchester United score that and the geezer gets sent off, to me, it's just papering over the cracks of how fucking awful this Manchester United side have been under this Mr. Bean geezer. It really is for me, because you're 2-0 fucking down in this game early on. Manchester United cannot be playing this fucking shit all the time and getting away with it at times. You cannot keep doing that. You're not going to keep getting away with it in this Premier League. You're never going to get away with it for long. And it's nice to see Sesko get his first goal for Manchester United. That is the only positive you can take from this game. But another defeat for Manchester United. I think if Manchester United persist and keep Ruben Amorim, we will finish in the bottom half of the table this season. And I don't actually think that this can continue much longer. I think if we go to Sunderland and don't win, then it's going to be massive pressure on the geezer to succeed. Real pressure going into that international break for the game coming up against Liverpool. There really is. Still no back-to-back wins for Ruben Amorim, which is just an absolute joke since he's been here. I don't know what he offers to Manchester United. I think the only reason the fucker's still in the job is the fact that there's no one else obvious out there at this moment in time. And really, if you're going to make a change, it should have been after that Europa League diabolical performance in that Europa League final. Tactically, a disaster class for him. But I just don't understand what Ruben Amorim is doing in these games. I think it's 42 out of 46 games he has changed a centre half in game in the second half, which is just bizarre. Every time he seems to change that back three, or more often than not, he doesn't know which back three centre backs he wants to go with. I personally think that Lenny Euro should have started this one, but that is my opinion. But he changes it so much, and changing it in game, you've got to get some consistency there. I mean, he's going with a back fucking five most of the time, and we're still letting shit ton of goals in. The midfield two is not working. Nothing is fucking working that this geezer's doing at Manchester United. And ultimately, it's going to end up in him losing his job sooner rather than later. I personally think we should just pull the fucking plug now, but it is what it is. For me, the results just haven't been good enough. Whatever you say about that second half with the penalty and shit, and we could have, if that penalty goes in, we probably might well have got a draw out of this game. But it papers over too many fucking cracks of how shit Manchester United are, which is why not many people were laughing and cheering when Manchester United beat Chelsea. I wasn't one of them ecstatic people, because I knew that Chelsea had 10 men for over half an hour, 40 minutes or whatever it was, before we had a man sent off. It just papered over the cracks because we went 2-0 up, and then when it was even players, we let a goal in. So we didn't score when we were even players. It is what it is for Manchester United. We roll on against Sunderland next week. We are what we are. At best, probably a mid-table side this season. So there's not much to look forward to this season. We'll have to see where it goes. But I think Mr. Bean is running a real tightrope now. And I think if this continues into that Sunderland game, I think he very well could be given the bullet. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.